Welcome to the quiet page. Did you come in looking for anything in particular today? Okay. Sure. Yeah, gift cards are awesome because then you can go to the store and get whatever you want, really. So, absolutely. Well, as you can see, we have a lot of shelves, a lot of different areas, genres. Do you have any idea what you might be looking for today? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free to take a look around. Just let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely help you out with that. Absolutely. Yeah, I always prefer to get recommendations too. So, yeah. Okay, well, why don't you give me just a moment? Okay. What are some things that you've read lately that you really liked? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've read that one. It's really good. Yeah, I heard mixed reviews about that one. I haven't read it yet. Okay, I'll add it to my list. Okay, so do you feel like those are all pretty indicative of what you usually read? Okay. Mm-hmm. And do you feel like you'd like to stay in that sort of genre, or? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Great. Well, yeah, that's a really good point because I feel like a lot of people, a lot of readers kind of get trapped into the same sort of flow of stories and cliches and tropes. And obviously, if it's a genre you like or if it's an author you like, then of course, yeah, you're going to want to keep reading stuff that's like that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But it can definitely be fun to branch out. I will grant you that. Do you have any idea how many books you're looking to buy today? So you're looking to stay sort of within the realm of the gift card. You're not looking to spend more than that. Okay. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Yeah. It's very doable. Yeah. We have really flexible prices here at the Quiet Page. Mm-hmm. A lot of the books are used, that's true. We also have a lot of indie writers and local writers featured at our store, so we'll definitely find you something new. Yeah, I've got some ideas. Let me do a quick search to see what we have in stock, okay? a nice holiday? Good. Yeah, me too. It's nice to sort of get away from everything for a few days. Yeah, even if you can't have like a big vacation, big getaway, it's nice to just, visit somewhere else. Yeah. Or have a staycation and stay at home. Either way, I like it both ways. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully it'll stay pretty nice and it won't get super cold. Okay, so it looks like some of the things I was gonna pick out for you, some of them we have in stock today, and some of them we could order for you. If you want, if you decide that there's something that you would rather order, we can definitely do that. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it only takes a day or two, actually. Yeah. We have a special deal with the post office, so it actually is not terribly expensive to ship, and it does only take a few days. And once the book is in the store for you, we give you a call. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I am going to go and grab some things off the shelf for you, and if you'd like, there's actually a little tea station, back by the door where you came in. You can help yourself to tea, coffee. I think there's water over there as well. Just let me know if anything needs to be refilled. Yeah, good. Okay, so I have some books for you, and I'm hoping that you will like what I've brought over for you from the shelves. Don't feel bad if it's something you've already read, or if it's something you don't really want to read. That's all totally fine. Okay? Alright, let me show you some of the books I brought. So, you had mentioned wanting to branch out and, your New Year's resolutions and being more creative in your everyday life. Yeah, so I grabbed 2 books that might be really helpful for that. Okay, so the first one is it really helped me, and it really helped a lot of my friends who are also writers and creators. It's called The Art of Asking by Amanda Palmer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's a musician. Yep. And she spent a lot of years in her younger days being like a living statue. Yeah, like busking for money on the street. Yeah. So the book has a lot of really cool stories and really personal anecdotes about that, and about what it's like to kind of go all in on being creative, but also, helping people to understand that it's okay to ask for help. Yeah, whether that's financial help or, logistical help or, creative help. It's a really good set of insights into that whole experience and what it would be like. So you can also apply it to a lot of things in your everyday life. So it's a really good book. And then sort of in the same vein, I grabbed another book called Big Magic: Creative Living Without Fear, Beyond Fear, and it's by Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote Eat, Pray, Love. Yeah, exactly. So she has a lot of insight into what it's like to sort of dive in and embrace creativity in every aspect of your life, every day. So this is a really popular one for helping people to sort of get rid of that self-doubt and that nagging voice in the back of your head and just, go for something. Whatever that is, whatever your art or your creativity wants to be. So these two books together are a really good set of advice, I'd say. So yeah. Okay. So beyond that, in the fiction section, I pulled a whole bunch of different things. So just let me know what you think. I have a couple of titles from our local and independent author section. Exactly. Yeah, they're either locals who live in the area, or they are authors who don't publish through a large-scale publishing house. Yeah, exactly. So I have a couple of titles here for you. The first one is a fantasy fairy tale kind of story. It's called The Swan Prince by Danielle E. Shipley. She's a local author. And it is the first book in her series, which are all fairy tales. They're all based on different fairy tales. And she does a really cool thing where she doesn't just pick a single fairy tale and retell it, but she picks like a whole bunch of different fairy tales and she puts them all in together, and it makes a really cool story. Yeah. So, like shape-shifting and being lost in the woods and a curse, lots of magic. Yeah, all heavily influenced by like the Brothers Grimm and what is his name? Hans Christian Andersen. Yeah, those kinds of guys. So this is the first book, and we have a couple of her other books here as well that follow this one. So let me know if you like it, if you decide to get it, and we can always put the other ones aside for you. Let's see. Also from the indie section, we have a very new title. This book is called Vampire-ish, and it's a hypochondriac's tale. So it's about a New Yorker, a hypochondriac named Oliver, and he accidentally becomes a vampire, and has to sort of figure out how to live as a vampire while moving past his own obstacles and issues and his hypochondria and all sorts of other things. It's a very funny contemporary fantasy, I guess, treated very realistically, and with a lot of like the science behind blood, actually. So it's a totally different take on becoming a vampire. No sparkles, no romantic, trysts in New Orleans, nothing like that. It's very tongue-in-cheek, very self-aware, very smart, and it's very funny. So I highly recommend this. And like I said, it's pretty new. It just came out a few months ago. So that's by Candace J. Thomas, and it's hilarious. So there's that one. And then the last book from the indie section I grabbed is it's another fantasy, more traditional fantasy, but it is a retelling of Shakespeare's The Tempest. Do you know that one? Right. Yeah, exactly. So there's a shipwreck, there's magic, there's a big storm, there's mischievous spirits and, revenge and all sorts of stuff. So a lot of the same themes and the same characters show up in this as are in The Tempest, but maybe with slightly different names, slightly different attitudes, that sort of thing. So this is on the Isle of Sound and Wonder, and it's by Alison Grauer, and I love this cover. It sort of captures the storm. It's kind of a steampunky kind of book as well. You can see there's an airship on the cover, so steampunk. But it's a really good story. It's a really good read. Everybody that's come in and bought a copy really liked it, so it's good. So there's that one as well. And then I have a couple other fiction suggestions if you want to see those. Okay, yeah. So I know you said that you had liked some more traditional fantasy, and some more contemporary stuff as well, depending on the story. So I have a couple things here that you might like if you haven't read them before. So this one is it's the first book in a trilogy, and it's called Mistborn. It's by Brandon Sanderson, and this is the really nice hardcover re-release of the book. Just came out recently, I believe. Yeah, so Brandon Sanderson is a very prolific fantasy writer. He's very popular. He was the one who picked up the Wheel of Time series where Robert Jordan left off. Right. Exactly, yeah. So like big, intense, complex, beautifully built worlds and magic systems. So this is one of Brandon Sanderson's own books. It's not from Wheel of Time. It's the first in a trilogy, and it's fantastic. That's where I started with Brandon Sanderson, so I usually recommend Mistborn as a starting place for people who are new to his work. So I don't want to give too much away, because when you read it for the first time, it's absolutely amazing. So I don't want to give too much away, but the magic system in this is really interesting. It has to do with metal having different magical properties. So the people who use magic in this world have to ingest metal in order to have those magical abilities, which is so interesting. Like, I never would have thought of that. It's a fantastic story. And so I have that for you, and if you prefer a more portable copy of that, I do have the mass market paperback size as well. Yeah, like I said, the other one is a re-release of the book. It just came out recently in hardback. Yep, but this is the same story. It's not missing anything. It's just a little more portable. Throw it in your bag and take it with you. Because trust me, once you start reading it, you're literally not going to want to put it down. It's really good. Okay, so I do have a couple other things, but you had something you wanted to say. Okay. Yeah, if there's stuff in here that you think you are going to be good with. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let me get organized here and we can go ahead and ring you up. Now that we've picked out the books, we can go ahead and ring you up. So first, you wanted Big Magic. Okay. And that's... Okay. And then you wanted the smaller Mistborn, right? Okay. That's... Okay. And you were gonna go with Vampirish. Okay. Okay. And then So your total. Okay, so your total is going to be $45.07. Okay, you're going to use the gift card. Okay. Okay, there you go. And you actually have $203 left in the card. So just put that in. I can actually that way you don't forget. Okay. So you're gonna actually sign here. Just for inventory purposes. And while you do that, I'll get a bag. Yeah, I think you're really gonna like these. Okay, thank you. Here's your copy of the receipt. Okay, and you are all set. You're welcome. It's my pleasure, truly. Any day I get to talk with someone about books that I like is a good day. Yeah, that's why I work here. Oh yeah, absolutely, anytime. Yeah, you can call the store at any point and we can always order something for you. Yeah. Of course, you're welcome. Enjoy the books. You'll have to come back and let us know how you liked them. Okay. Have a good one.